What up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the Rave Nation. If y'all are new here, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe down below. Definitely helps me out, letting me know that y'all are liking the videos. Also, throw a like down as well. So if y'all are new, welcome. And if, of course, if you've seen some of my videos before, welcome back. I got something big for y'all today, like really big. So, if y'all know, I'm a big supporter of Lunchbox. I don't know if y'all caught my review of the Lunchbox pack down below, and if you didn't, little synopsis: it's a nice hydration pack for your festival adventures, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, whether you're going to a festival, out, hiking, whatever. It's a good hydration pack to get you through the day and make sure your stuff's secure so nobody steals it. Now, they did a really huge collaboration with this company called LEDs to Rave. If you don't know who they are, they make a lot of different products revolving like different lighting products, like whether it be a fan. Of course, they've done like skins for Lunchbox, which they just released not too long ago, which I, may or may not have sitting here next to me. A few things like that, and they're a really awesome company that they're really dope. Like, their stuff is actually really cool and really innovative. I've not seen too many companies come out with similar stuff that they are doing, so it's really dope. And if y'all do have the time, definitely go follow their Instagrams and stuff like that, because they actually got some really cool stuff they're coming out with soon, like a new LED fan. So if y'all are into those fans when you're at your festivals, they got you covered for that as well. But what I got sitting here next to me, it's a pretty cool thing. It's a collaboration with Lunchbox and LEDs to Rave. It is, of course, the new Lunchbox Dream LED skin. This thing is sick. If you don't know what this is, basically, there's a bunch of LEDs in here, about probably like, I think 520, something like that, 545, something like that. But there's a ridiculous number of LEDs in here. And literally, this thing can do so many different things. You can do different patterns, colors. They even have so you can actually do, if you get like your own, what they call a controller, which controls this whole thing, which I'll show you what that is and where it's located here in a second, that you can actually change. And literally, if you get your own and do it like a whole DIY thing, you can make it do some crazy things. I was actually in talks with the LED to Rave people, and they showed me some really crazy stuff you could do. This like different. They had like a Mario one that was like a face. It almost looked like a Mario meme face. It's actually really, really cool. A little more intricate, but if you're into that technical stuff and really like that, that's actually a really dope thing that you can do with it. But let me tell you more about this skin. So basically, it's the same standard skin like you would put on your bag. Of course, you have your little zipper that you'd put on the front, do all that. And of course, it looks kind of like, let me see if it'll focus here. Come on. So it looks kind of like that, just, standard zipper, nothing too crazy. Same thing you would change any normal skin on a Lunchbox. But the way this works is, on the back, you got this little controller, which is like your little sync box, which connects via this point here. Let me see if I can get it to show you. So that little connection point, same thing if you've ever strung your Lunchbox with like the string lights, same concept. Ooh, excuse me. So same thing there. And then you have this little white cord that comes up out of the top of this. So it's actually got like a nice little like super heavy duty like little thing that right there that you can actually have it come out of, which is actually really, really dope. So real quick, I'm going to show y'all how to install it. It's the same thing as like a standard skin, but there is a little bit more involvement. And then of course, so let me see if I can get this on. I'm not gonna lie, I did have trouble like the first time I did it. I don't know why. I was just getting like really frustrated because I was like, this is a standard Lunchbox skin. I don't see how you can put this on in a wrong way. But we're just gonna go ahead, and excuse the apology for not showing this portion, but if y'all of course have seen my last video where I went over how to put on, because I did put on the Peaks design skin. I did that, so it's a standard same thing as a standard procedure in any normal Lunchbox pack, so nothing crazy there. Of course, you just install it like so. Now, what comes off onto that little white piece that you saw there, you have this, where is it? It's coming off the bottom. So you have this right here. This is kind of like your connection point between that music sync box or that controller for the skin pack and your actual thing that you use to power it, which what you use is a standard, basically one of these, which is of course is just your standard, USB power bank like you would have for your phone. A Lunchbox makes one that's really good and actually really, really thin and nice. This one is Let's see, it's a My Charge Adventure. I have a bunch of them. I'm a tech nerd, so I have a billion of these in different forms, fashions, and shapes. This is the one I'm probably going to take with me to EDC, which is the festival that I'm going to, just because it's waterproof, rugged, the thing's a beast, and it's got what they call 20,000 milliamp hours, so, you know, lots of juice for, you know, my phone, skin pack, whatever. So I'll be able to go ahead and keep that all juiced up, but I'm probably going to have multiple of them on me, just because why not? I can, so I'm going to have multiple, as long as, you know, I'm not going to carry too much to where my bag's too heavy. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take it, which I don't know why I zippered it up all the way so I can show you this. Just zipper it a little bit. So you're going to take this connection here. You're going to match it up, of course, with the connection that you just had on the skin itself. And then you're just going to plug the two in like so. Alright, nice. And the way you're actually going to route this, so it is going to come from the bottom of the bag, out of, let's see, let me zipper it up and I'll show you here. Because they want you to route it a way that's easy for you to, one, manage the cable so it's not flopping around. But it's basically going to come out the bottom of the bag here. Come on. We're going to focus. There we go. So you're going to come out the bottom of the bag. It's going to route through this loop here. And then you're going to go up the side. And then you're going to actually put it in to, come on, focus for me. Thank you. This little pouch here, it's going to go on the inside. Now once you're on the inside of the bag, you're going to have this little USB adapter. All you're going to do is plug it in like so. So you're going to, of course, go to your little USB power bank. Same thing like you would plug in a charge cable for your phone. Now, you have an app that you're going to download. When you get your skin, basically there's going to be an app, that a little QR code is going to have you download an app. The app is called, which I'll tell you in a second, LED Cord. So if you ever lose the QR code, ever lose the app or something like that, you can always search for that and that'll actually get you the app. Now, one of the things you want to make sure that they specify that you must do is when you get it, there's a bunch of different like settings and connections. If you ever somehow get like your sync or your actual dream skin all out of whack, you want to make sure it's on GRGB and WS2811, and I'll show you that too. Actually, at the end of the video, I'm going to put some little clips about how the app works, you know, where you're supposed to go for settings, things like that. So I'll put a little B-roll of that going in there and have some, you know, little thing showing that. And then you're just going to make sure that it says segments S24, pixel segments S21, and then there should be a total segment of pixels of 504. If you do not do that, you may end up having some weird wonky issues. And then the other thing too, I know this is very tempting because I did this too myself. When you get the Dream Skin, make sure in the app you keep it on low brightness. I was a real dummy and was like, okay, cool, I'm going to go ahead and put this on high brightness, see how high I can get it, you know, how bright it can look. Don't get me wrong, it can get up there and it can get really, really bright. But one of the big issues you have is every single, or at least every single power bank you use has overload protection, so that way if it draws in too much power, it immediately shuts off. If you put too much of a high brightness on the Dream Skin, it'll start flashing, like it'll act like, you know, it's turning on and then turning off, and then it'll be really difficult to get back in to turn the brightness down. So just want to make sure you never put the brightness really, really high. The standard brightness that it comes with is more than bright enough, which I'll show you here in a second, some of the stuff that you can do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and search for my device here. I actually have it here on my iPad to make it a little bit easier and stuff like that for you. So I'll go ahead and pop that up. Come on. And let's see. Oh, I have it. There we go. Now we're good. I didn't have it plugged in all the way into my power bank. So I labeled my Dream Skin to make it easy. Now when you have it connected through the app, of course, you're going to see it'll say, you know, have a little bar that says connected. And so when you go in, it'll default, which I'll put it on its default setting. It'll have a dial that says 1 to 180 because there's 180 different options for your combination of lights. So number 1 is just your standard little rainbow effect, which looks like this here. I'll actually zoom out a little bit so y'all can see that. It's just a standard rainbow effect. And then, of course, there's a bunch of different options available. Y'all can play around with it, kind of see what you like, kind of tweak it a little bit. But, I mean, there's many different possibilities. And then another big one, too, that I actually like is the music. setting. So right now, as I'm speaking, it's actually going to the sound of my voice and doing, you know, there's many different combinations for that as well, for many different things that you want. So I mean, that's really, really dope. But let me go back to the standard effects. So I'll show you a really cool one here. Let's see, I think it's number 10. So this one here is almost like a little Z effect, and it goes between many different colors. So like I said, there's many different options available, but this is probably one of my personal favorites. I kind of like this, or the standard one that you get right out of the gate. But I mean, many different options available, but I mean, this thing's fantastic. And then of course you can change up the color, you know, different things like that. But that's pretty much it on the Dream Skin. Like I said, this thing, fantastic. I'm definitely going to be using it at EDCO and all that, and all my other festivals I go to. So that'll definitely be something I do there. And of course, oh, and also, I'm going to turn it back on here in a second. So when you guys have it connected, and you also have it with like your, let's say you have your light strung, it's actually really, really cool looking. Let me turn on my lights. And then I'll put it back on, numero uno. Let's see. Oh, and then you can also like your favorites too, so that way when you scroll over them, they'll show up as like a little red marker saying, hey, that's one of your favorites, you like that a lot, go ahead and keep that. But that's what it looks like when you have like your LED string lights on your bag. On the bag itself, come on, you can focus here. So that's pretty cool. I have mine with like the red, green, white, and blue. So I kind of went with like almost like a Christmas theme in a way. Not really meaning to, but that's what it kind of looks like. Same thing there, which is kind of dope. But you know, that's just the LED skin, Dream Skin from LEDs to Rave and Lunchbox packs. It's a dope little product. So you know, I just want to show y'all a little bit about it, talk to you a little bit about it. But I think it's a really cool thing that I think is gonna make a lot of people interested, not only in just you know, the skin itself, but also if they're like never seen Lunchbox before, but they see you at a festival with the skin, or you know, out hiking or wherever, they're gonna be like, whoa, that's pretty cool, what is that? So it's a good talking point, you know, to be like, hey, this is what it is. It's kind of dope. So there's that. And then there was one other thing I was gonna say, but that might be it. I think that's all I got for you. So like I said, I'm gonna do, you know, show y'all a little bit of the app, how it connects, stuff like that. You know, I'll do a little bit of that, but then I think that's it. I think we're good enough to go here. So again, if y'all are new, go ahead and drop a like down below. Also subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you know when I upload. I am going to be doing more consistent uploads here in a second, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but the video is going to look a little different. That's because I got the new iPhone 13 Pro Max actually, and I'm trying out their new cinematic mode on their camera system, which I think it looks pretty nice. But y'all let me know down below what y'all think. You know, is it a little blown out? Does the video look real nice? Is it not focusing properly? You know, stuff like that. Like, let me know what y'all think, or what could be different. But you know, I think that's everything we are talking about today. So I will catch y'all in the next one, guys. Again, if you are new, just let me know what you think and let me know what I can improve on, and I'll definitely give you a nice little shout out in the comments if y'all like what you see. But all right, peace out, everybody. Goodbye.